Hey everyone, it's Miranda. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hey for the first time, why don't you subscribe, become the newest member of the Slashed Squad. Here I review products you won't feel guilty buying and do looks you can actually recreate at home. Today I'm doing the second installment of a series that I was trying to start like a year and a half ago and then just kind of forgot about it. I'm doing another old faves new looks video. So as a beauty influencer, YouTuber, Instagrammer, blogger, whatever you want to call me, I'm constantly trying new products and sharing about new products online, as are most of the people you follow, I'm sure. But of course, if you buy, for example, a whole palette, you probably aren't gonna move on and just buy the next palette that comes out. You want to still use that palette and maybe even see multiple tutorials and multiple ways to use that palette and any other beauty product that you purchase, really. So the point of this series that I really want to stick to now is to just give you more content surrounding old faves of mine, products that I've mentioned in the past that maybe I just kind of forgot about. They got lost in the shuffle of all the new releases. And it'll also help me actually use what I have. Because I'll admit, there are some products that I really like and then I just legitimately forget about them because I am drowning in PR, basically. So it's a win-win for both of us. You get more content surrounding the products you already own and I get to actually hold myself accountable to use my products. All right, so today we are doing my first spring look on the channel. I absolutely love how this look came out. It's very bright and happy and airy, kind of a spring rose gold glam, if you will. So if you want to know what old faves I found at the bottom of my drawer to make this look happen, then just keep watching. All right, so the first old fave that I'm using is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I actually still use this on a pretty regular basis, especially when my skin is on the drier combo side. It has a really nice natural finish and it doesn't dry down, but it's also not like too dewy. I also like that it has SPF 20 in it. 20 or 25? 20, because it is starting to get pretty sunny here in Vegas. Also, can we all appreciate this literal purple splotch on the side of my head? I kind of missed when I was using my overtone conditioner yesterday. Let's see if I can cover some of that with the foundation. This is actually kind of a medium coverage foundation. It does pretty well at covering up my problem areas. Did a decent job. I can still kind of see it. And you can layer this foundation as well if you do need a little bit more coverage. The one thing that I don't like about this foundation is that this bottle is huge and heavy and just kind of overwhelming. I wish that they made this in a smaller packaging, but it does look a little bit more high-end the way that they've packaged it. It's just so huge and I never travel with it. For my brows, I'm gonna be using another Physicians Formula product, and that is the Brow Last Brow Gel. I did a whole review and demo of this product a while ago, and then I actually haven't been using it lately because I've kind of liked a lighter and quicker brow look with my CoverGirl pencil, but I'm gonna use this today. Now, one thing to note is that in that video, I think I said that it was $4.99, and at one point it definitely was. I like looked on Ulta Beauty's website and it said $4.99, and now it's $9.99. So I don't know if maybe it was a sale and I just didn't see that it was a sale, but yeah, these are $10, but this is like basically a dupe for Wonder Brow. When this sets, it does not go anywhere. The one thing is that the dark brown, I mean, I can pass with it, but I could definitely also use maybe a cooler brown shade to make it look a bit more natural on me. For my shadow, I'm going to be using the A08 Perfect Eyeshadow Primer. This was from my Shop Miss A haul, and it's a pretty decent eye primer, to be honest. For $1, it does the job. By the way, if you want to see me do more Shop Miss A hauls or reviews, let me know what you want to see because I've actually been getting a few of their newer products and I've just kind of held off on reviewing them. So yeah, definitely let me know because they've got a lot of great stuff coming out that is so cheap. For the eyes and a little bit of the face, I'm gonna be using the Milani Gilded Desires palette. So this came out last July. I reviewed it on my blog and then I like never picked it up again. And I don't know why, because I loved this palette so much. You know, it's one of those things where I review it, you know, I use it for the blog or YouTube and then I'm on to the next new thing, which is why I wanna do more of these old faves new looks videos, specifically for products like this. This is what the inside of the palette looks like. You have 12 eyeshadows and then 2 highlighters that you can either use on the eyes or the face. But it's just this really, really pretty, what I consider year-round color palette. You do kind of have the deeper shades, the cranberries for fall, but you've got these beautiful rose golds and champagnes that are perfect for the spring as well. So first I'm gonna go into this light brown. Oh, also I love the fact that it has this huge mirror. It's so perfect for traveling. So the light brown is going to be my transition shade. Gonna go ahead and place that in between my crease and brow bone and blend out. For my brow bone, I'm gonna use the Peachy Champagne highlight. So pretty. Man, that's a strong highlight. I might have to use that on my face too. Something that I said in my original review of this palette, which again, I believe was only on my blog, I didn't do one on YouTube for this one, but these shadows remind me so much of the Tarte Amazonian Clay formula. They're super buttery and extremely pigmented. Sometimes I even like just forget how pigmented they are and I have to go in and start blending to kind of give it a lighter look. But I do believe that this is only now available on Milani's actual website. I will leave the link below. I know it's still available on there. I just don't think it's still at Ulta Beauty anymore. But I would 100% recommend you picking up this palette if you can, because it is just such great quality and again, super travel friendly. Going into the darker brown now, that's gonna be my crease color and placing that in the outer corner, and then we'll sweep that into the crease. And then I am gonna be doing a cut crease, so I'm just gonna blend this a little bit upward into that transition shade so that way you can actually see the definition once I cut my crease. You probably notice that I keep switching to this pink brush because it's just such a good blending brush. It's from a brand called Practic, which is new, and it's actually owned by Sigma, which makes, you know, the popular expensive brushes, but this is their new budget-friendly brush brand called Practic, P-R-A-C-T-K. They're only sold online right now, but honestly, I kind of think they're the next Real Technique. So I will leave the link below if you want to check them out. I've really been enjoying their brushes. I talked a little bit about them in my brush declutter, but they honestly feel like Sigma brushes, but way cheaper. All right, I'm using the CoverGirl Clean Matte Concealer to cut my crease. I've been using this more often lately. It's not necessarily an old favorite, but I just did a concealer purge, so I didn't really have any old faves in terms of concealer. She cut. Okay, in the crease, I'm putting one of my favorite colors in this palette. It is this peachy shade that has a gold shift to it. So it's peach with like gold shimmer, but it looks so pretty when it catches the light in the right way. And I'm just going back in with my transition color, which is the light brown, to soften up the separation between my lid shade and my outer corner. And I'm gonna go into that same highlight shade that I put on my brow bone and just pop that in the inner corner. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be using this on the face too because it is such a gorgeous highlight shade. All right, let's tight line. I brought out one of my favorite tight liners from the old days. This is the Scandalize Rimmel Kohl Kajal liner. I believe they still sell this. This is a pretty old pencil. But the thing about pencils that you can sharpen is that they never really expire because you can just sanitize them by sharpening off a layer. But this is my favorite tight liner at the drugstore. It just glides on so well on the waterline. And of course, this is an old favorite, but it's also just been my favorite for years, so you know what's coming up next. It's the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. Yeah, it's been years, and I still have not found a drugstore liner that I like better than this. So I'm not gonna put on falsies, but I am gonna use a very classic mascara. By the way, I just got this really cute and powerful eye curler from Icona Lashes. They also make falsies, but I'm just loving this eyelash curler. All right, the classic orange tube. This is CoverGirl's Lash Blast Volume Mascara. I just love the fat wand on this. I remember the first time I bought a tube of this mascara, I was in line for Target and I had actually picked out a different mascara, and then at the last second I switched to this because they had it like in line to check out. And my mom's like, is that one supposed to be better or something? And I was like, I don't know, but Drew Barrymore's in the commercial, so I've always been one to be, easily swayed by advertising. Done with the eyes, let's finish up the face. I did want to show you a close-up of the eyes and that really pretty lid color that kind of shifts from peach to gold depending on how it catches the light. Pretty! Okay, let's finish up. All right, for my contour, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Deep Bronze. This smells so good. I love using this. And Deep Bronze is just deep enough to contour my skin tone. I'm really hoping they make an even deeper bronze. Yeah, they kind of messed up calling this Deep Bronze because if they ever make anything deeper, they're gonna have to figure out new adjectives. And for blush, I'm using the CoverGirl Peach Punch blush from their Punch collection. And this is in the shade, did they not have names? 120. Anyway, I really love this blush formula. It is absolutely my favorite from CoverGirl. Super pigmented. It does have that slight scent of peach as well, although that's definitely worn off a little bit in the, what, has it been like a year? 8-ish months since this has come out, but you can definitely still smell it as like you apply. But in general, I just absolutely love how this blush looks on my skin. And then, like I've been saying this entire time, I'm just gonna go back into the Gilded Desires palette one more time and use that exact same peach champagne-y highlight for my face. Oh yeah. Yeah. Why haven't I used this palette more often? It's just one of those that fell to the bottom of my palette drawer, especially because it is like kind of an unusual shape, but it's so gorgeous. Yeah, I would definitely order this from the Milani site ASAP. I'm gonna put some on the tip of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. Okay, for my lips, I'm using the Pixi Matte Last Liquid Lip is what they're called, yeah. And this is in the shade Really Rose. These are super underrated. These are very thin matte liquid lipsticks that are pretty comfortable, but they just expanded their shade range recently. This is one of the originals, I believe, though. I really enjoy this formula. It's comfortable, and the shades are super pigmented, as you can tell. I also really like the applicator because it comes to a pretty precise point, so you get super controlled application. And as someone who does tend to overdraw her lips when using liquid lipstick, that's important. And like, my lips are pretty dry right now, and this doesn't make them look crusty or anything. It just kind of glides over everything. Highly recommend. Feeling myself. Feeling myself. All right, so that is the finished Old Faves new look for spring. I do feel like I need a different shirt to get more in the spring mood. What do you think? One sec. That's better, much more springy. All right, everyone, if you like this type of video where I kind of go back into my makeup archives and use older products, let me know. It's something that I think is very valuable because, you know, y'all are real people. You probably aren't buying every single new thing I talk about. So more content surrounding the same products may be helpful. If you do like this video concept, definitely hit the thumbs up button and let me know if there are any products that you've seen in my previous videos that I haven't talked about recently that you want me to use again. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, become the newest member of the Slashed Squad. If you've done that, then high five, but have you hit the bell icon so you know every time a new video goes live? Allergies, dang it. Engage with this video in any way to make sure that my face stays on your subscription page and the algorithm doesn't drown me. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!